Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome to the Pure Rap Podcast. And happy New Year, of course. Our first video of the new year in 2023. And we're going to recap our 2022 year with our top fives. We're going to be doing top five freestyles, producers, artists, tracks, and albums. So we got five top fives. Like Booker T, five time. Shout out that man Booker T.
Man, you were talking for a minute, but I really wanted to say, why Darnell look like he was sleeping for a second?
Oh no, I was on my phone. I never sleep because
this man
2022 woke me up at the end with all the fire music, and now we in 2023. It's finna be bigger music, different artists dropping.
Them first projects, man. Cook Boy 6 album of the year.
Oh, hey. That's
album of the year.
That's a little too early, bro.
No one else put that now. I mean,
no one else is album of the year.
Usually,
Young Boy can't even finish the first three tracks of his project. So French Montana got album of the year so far.
That's hilarious.
But check this out. January usually ain't the big month. People dropping crazy. If it's gonna be January, it's gonna be the end of the month. It ain't gonna be
as like what day is it? The 9th? January 10th. As of January 10th, French Montana got album of the year.
Okay, that's what you think. I don't know that one. That's what you thinking, but I don't know
until this Friday and more music drops.
I mean, I don't know. It's Tuesday right now. Do we have a list who's dropping on Thursday? I don't know yet.
Whoever drops is gonna overtake the
I mean, I don't see nobody really dropping right now. There's too much heat that drop at the end of the December. Sorry.
That man kept dropping.
Kept dropping.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
On the way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The throne, French Montana's reign,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm really happy, man, I always like doing stuff like this, like the end of the year type of thing. Like, I kind of like the reminiscent of dang, what was I really playing in 2022? Like, I forget what projects and songs I played because
this was tough. This was tough because I could have named a whole list, bro. So honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even think my top fives are actually as accurate.
It ain't even accurate.
This is what I was feeling at the moment.
Yeah, it's like at the moment type of thing. As I was like, it's not really I don't even think these are my actual top fives, but it's cool for right now. So
it's not.
Well, shit, y'all ready to get started? Should I play some background music while we do
this? Hey, man, hey, get it. It helped me focus. Help me focus a little bit. I need a little instrumental.
We'll play that Nico.
You know what I mean?
Who's Nico?
Hey.
Yeah, so I'll turn that down a little bit. You think it's good right there?
You good?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll start with freestyles. All right. Mc.K's top 5 freestyles of 2022. I'll put mine up on the board. Let me take off the. I guess I don't need to put the banner up because mine's already on there. But all right. So my first one. Actually, I'm gonna go down from 5 to up to 1. So first, Rome Streets. Wait, I can hear like my voice from someone's.
I heard it for a second, but I don't hear it no more.
All right.
But now I hear. I think it's on your end. Here when you talk.
This guy, he tweaking. Buddy out here tweaking on the mic. Chill out. He tweaking on the mic.
This man.
You probably can't even think. The beat is too high for you.
I legit was hearing my voice, but it couldn't be me, bro. How much podcasts have we done?
You might have to turn it down a little bit, sir.
I only heard it when you talk.
Yeah, but well, that means it will be echoing from someone's computer, but yeah, but so facts. But anyways, we got Rome Streets, bars on I-95, which I want to say I had a few that I wanted to choose from bars on 95, but because they probably have overall, in my opinion, probably the best freestyles in general out of from Sway, Funk Flex, LA Leakers, etc. I think bars on I-95 probably have the best freestyles as far as when it comes to underground artists as well. But Rome Streets had a dope one, and the beat choice too. Like the beat that he was on, I was like, bro, they could have just dropped that as a track. And then 4, Conway with the Machine and Jay Skeese, which is one of Conway's artists. On LA Leakers, that was a fire one. Both of them went crazy. Of course, Absol and LA Leakers to end the year off strong, super lyrical. One of my favorite freestyles of the year. We had a reaction to that too, so y'all could go check that shit out. And Simba on Fire in the Booth, that was a dope ass one. Shout out to Charles Live, you know what I mean, representing the UK. So it's always dope having artists being able to hop on. And that was one of the first times I actually heard Simba too. So that was definitely a fire freestyle. And then number 1, another fire in the booth, which is Benny the Butcher, Rick Hyde, and Fuego Bass. People who don't know Rick Hyde and Fuego Bass, that's off of Benny the Butcher's BSF, Black Soprano Family, his group, which is, you know, off of Griselda, so his own label. That's probably my favorite freestyle of the year, and especially Fuego Bass. If y'all don't know, go listen to that shit right now. This man. Y'all gotta look out for them, definitely 2023. So
Fuego Bass and Rick Hyde.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
AKA trying to put you on. Jay Skeese as well.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm putting on some artists too that, you know, people might have never heard these names. So, you know, especially guys like Jay Skeese, because you got Griselda, but, you know, Benny the Butcher got his own camp. Conway got like drum work. He got his own camp. So Jay Skeese is one of his artists. Benny the Butcher got Rick Hyde, Fuego Bass, and, you know, others. So, go check that out. And Rome Streets is actually under Westside Gun, under Griselda. So they all got their own little camps going now, which is fire to see. But yeah, that's it. And then we'll move on to Darneezy's top 5.
Top 5. Or Dead or Alive. Ooh.
Here you go, buddy.
Pull up. Hey, I like, real quick, I like to shout out that freestyle list of Brian's, though. I mean, like, there's some artists on there I didn't even know. There was probably like 2 of them. I know all of them, but I didn't know 2 of them. But that's good. We all about the producers and rappers. It's everybody. Ain't the underground, mainstream. It's everybody.
Thanks.
Just want to throw that out there, though. But now check it out. Bam. Freestyles. The first one, Hot 97, that Simba. Yo, that Simba. I think me and Brian was like,
yeah, we reacted to that one too.
Yeah, that Simba was going crazy. I mean, he was definitely dropping some.
That's when he called out Funk Flex for talking that Tupac when he was talking about Tupac and shit.
He was dropping some gems on there for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That shit was fire.
Number 2, dang, we actually reacted to this too, right? Absol, LA Leakers, right? Another. Yes, that one was. We ain't heard Absol in a long time, and the way he bodied that freestyle was like
back like he never left.
It's like he never left, bro. He was just bodying bar for bar, word for word, like it was just crazy. And then, you know, basically the project speak for itself. So that was actually a good project. Number 3, Benny the Butcher, another LA Leakers freestyle. I mean, like I said, Benny the Butcher had another good project that year too. And really,
LA Leakers.
I'll say like what I thought about that after my 5th one. Yeah, Benny the Butcher, you know, again, you know, those guys, you know, they could do bar for bar, word for word, flow for flow. Like, it's just kind of like they can really flow on these beats. Number 4, The Baby, LA Leakers. The Baby got like, you know, his songs might not be the best at the moment, but he can actually flow on beats crazy though.
Yeah,
it was actually one of the top ones. I think his flow is crazy though when he gets in his bag. I gotta say the best for last usually is The Game, LA Leakers. I know there was a lot of controversy going on, especially because of the whole, what was it, the whole Eminem thing, right, or something like that.
Yeah, that and then other things, of course.
Yeah, there was like so much things.
Yeah, there's always something.
There's always something. The Game
that
is always
something. That freestyle was fire though.
Yeah, the freestyle was ridiculous. I mean, you know, The Game freestyles from years past have always been great. So this ain't really nothing new. If you're like a game fan, it's nothing really new. Like, you should be kind of numb to really hear a freestyle. You're like, you already know he's gonna body it. So what are we talking about? What are we really talking about? So like, but oh yeah. So real quick, I feel like I put a lot of LA Leakers freestyles. That's because they had more of the fire artists on there. Like on a side note, I think they had Corday, they had Lotto, D Smoke, Westside Boogie, Nick Grant.
Yeah, they always get
They had a lot of great artists on LA Leakers. That's why I made that list how it was.
But yeah, no, they had a lot.
I'm done. All right.
So now we shall move on to top 5 producers.
Yeah, because I didn't do no freestyles.
Yeah, Kev didn't do any freestyles. So actually, I'm not even gonna. Since I don't even know why I'm putting. I'll put so we could see you're ready to talk about it.
Might as well. All right, so I'm going first on this. Producers. Yeah, I put number 1. I put Hit Boy. Hit Boy had a
that might work. Year. That might work better.
Right. Yeah, Hit Boy had a huge year, so I put Hit Boy as 1. So did DJ Drama, man. He came out and started doing a lot of projects. So I put him on the second place. Then Metro Boomin, he dropped that project at the end of the year. He had to finish off the year strong, so I put Metro Boomin on there. Number 4, I put DJ Paul. He 3, him and his production. He done some tracks with On Games album, and I know he had on Freddie Gibbs. So I put DJ Paul at 4, and then I had to keep it local and put Who's Nico at number 5. He was our most recent guest, right?
Yeah, we were just playing his one of his beats in the background. So
I put,
just for that,
number 5.
Just for that, rerunning it back. Go check this out, Supreme. The song, this track that we're playing right now in the background is called Supreme by Who's Nico. Go check that shit out, man.
Yeah,
it's on all platforms.
Fire beat.
Yeah, I put Who's Nico at number 5. But yeah, I'd say for sure the first 2, Hit Boy and DJ Drama did they were busy in 2022. And DJ Drama, I was just talking about French Montana. He already starting off 2023 doing work with French Montana's Coke Boy 6. So he's staying busy. So I put them on the top 2.
Yeah, I hella forgot about DJ Drama. I don't know.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, he's still in his bag though. I'm just thinking him.
That was a great gig.
He did work with Tyler, Jeezy, like French Montana, the Dave East. I know there's some more, but he had a busy,
Yeah, that was a sleeper. That was a sleeper producer. Like I never forgot about him, but he did have a lot of work with different people. That was a good one.
Yes, I put DJ Drama at 2.
Thanks. Okay, we'll go back to how did I have it before? We're
still like that. I don't like
the other one like just too weird, too much. But so we'll do mine. My favorite producers of 2022. Once again, Hit Boy, of course. And you just can't go wrong with Hit Boy, bro. Like I feel like every year this man just going crazy. And not even just the shit with Hit Boy, with Nas. Like he's got a lot of production on a lot of people's albums. Like he produced a track on Absol's album. And,
he was on Beyonce's.
So it's like he's doing a lot of work. Of course, number 2, I gotta put Alchemist. And he just dropped at the end of the year as well. With called The Alchemist, which he got Schoolboy Q on there. You got Earl Sweatshirt, of course. Styles P, Benny the Butcher. There's tons of artists, and he also produced he had Boldy James, Currency, Rock Marcy, like so many. He just another one, honestly, like Alchemist. I probably would have flipped them. I might have actually wanted Alchemist over Hit Boy, but that's just how I wrote it down and just saved it. So Alchemist is actually my number 1, but Hit Boy would be 2, and because Alchemist is actually like my top 5 just in general. And he just keeps same thing. I think I had Hit Boy and Alchemist 1 and 2 last year also. Like they just keep dropping a shitload of music and at a high level. So it probably will. I won't be surprised if they're 1 and 2 again this year, honestly.
Right.
So Conductor Williams, number 3, for people who haven't heard of him. If you listen to like West Side Gun's album or Rome Street's album, you hear conductor. We have a problem. Conductor, we got a problem.
Yeah,
kind of like when you hear that shit, that's him. So
okay, gotta tap in with him more.
Yeah, so so anyone who listened to Rome Street's album and didn't know about Conductor Williams, you obviously know who he is from hearing that. And number 4, Big Ghost. He produced one of Conway's whole albums. And also Jay Skeese as well, the one who was in the LA Lakers freestyle. So and then 5, Harry Fraud. Actually, I think Big Ghost might have been in my top last year also. And then Harry Fraud, who I think also was in my top 5 last year. And he got a dope album with 38 Special, and 38 Special is one of my favorite artists too. Past few years, fire album. So yeah, that's my top 5 producers, and move on to Darneezy's.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What we doing? We doing producers. Oh, I think me and Brian got that same Mc.K. We got that same taste. We put Hit Boy at number 1.
And Harry Friday.
We all did.
We did. We really
all
did.
put him at number 1.
1 at 5. Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Okay, Hit Boy. He's always in his bag. I mean, Nas and Hit Boy had the King Disease 3. Okay, everybody know that. Also, he got tracks of his own, especially with Dom K. What is it? Course. Dom K. That was one of my top flyers. 4 Things with Freddie Gibbs, 2022, and he had a track with YG produced as well. Oh, the biggest one for you, Caleb. Stupid. The Game. Yeah, that one too.
Yeah.
Easy.
That was a dope ass beat.
Easy, Kanye West. Hit Boy was on that beat, man. I'm trying to tell people, man, it's crazy. That man be on them beats.
Yeah, I don't know how, but like the recap is crazy because like Hit Boy did a whole lot. The Games album too. Yeah.
No, he did. That's why it's like people was sleeping on it. Like,
yeah,
mad. Like that's crazy. I mean, yeah, I put Take Keith at number 2. I mean, Take Keith always had beats with more the South, rappers. I can't really think of the ones that he had. I'm trying to think. I can't really think on top of my head, but usually more of the Memphis people. Number 3, I put The Alchemist. He had a project of his own, which was also good. Mc.K, did you actually listen to it?
Oh, of course. Right. That's
like Alchemist. I was actually
I mentioned it when I was naming my list.
Yeah, of course you listen to it because it's The Alchemist. I mean, The Alchemist sandwich.
And plus the artist that he has on it. Most of the artists I listen to are always on Alchemist. Alchemist produced for most of the artists I listen to anyway.
Yeah, that man be having them joints. Like, he be having like different people on. Like, I'm trying to think other artists he worked with off the top of my head. Currency? Did you have one with Currency?
Yeah.
Yeah, Currency.
Man, forgetting that I already named him. I named him already.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I'm forgetting on top of my head though.
Long day.
Anyways, we'll go to number 4 though. Metro Boomin, bro. Metro ain't dropped in a long time since like Savage Mode 2, bro. Savage Mode 2 was ridiculous. I think the beats on there was kind of ridiculous on there. It was better than the first one, Savage Mode. But you got to give that man credit though, because he came back. I mean, he was going through withdrawals with he had a family member pass away, so like he was just in the lab cooking. It kind of speaks for itself, the music. So it was actually one of the best projects too last year. Harry Fraud at number 5. Always got the soulful beats. That's like, he's one of my favorite producers. I love that soulful beat. So that's it.
All right. Then we'll move on to top 5 artists. We got Kev's top 5.
Okay, we're gonna straighten the artists. I did mine kind of different. I didn't do like really my personal. I just went off what I think had a good year. a good 2022. So I went Babyface Ray number 1. He dropped 2 projects, one in January, and then the one most recently was like November, December, with Face and Mob or MOB, however you want to say it. But yeah, I put him number 1 because he's been getting a lot of buzz lately. I mean, he's up to like 1.7 million Spotify streams. So a Detroit artist. So if you haven't heard of him, I'd say go check that out. Number 2, Larry June. He's getting big as well. He's at 3.1 million Spotify streams, but he had a busy year with dropping the joint collab with Jay Worthy and London Drugs with 2 P's in a Pod, and then he dropped his own project, Spaceships and the Blade. So he's getting a lot of buzz. Bay Area guy. He's getting a lot of recognition. So I put him at number 2. Number 3, I put Blast. He's getting more mainstream. He's up to 9.5 million Spotify streams, but he dropped a project that I fucked with. I know he was on tour last year, I believe too. He's I put him at number 3. Number 4, I put Glorilla. Believe it or not, she dropped one single and that shit went big. Got her.
No, you got a point.
Her signed to Yo Gotti. Like no one knew who the fuck she was before 2022, so I'm gonna give this list is to show my. Yeah, I
fuck with Glorilla. Shout out to Glorilla.
Yeah, and she had a good project. She
did say some wild shit though on I forgot what it was, but she said like I remember I saw her on Instagram. She said I think it was like Angela Yee, like she has that like one little podcast. She said something about like she'll let like a guy like come on her food and she'll eat it.
I'm dead.
I was like, take her off the list just because of that.
Bro, I heard some wild stuff like that.
That's so funny, bro.
Yeah. I mean, Kayla. Hey, look, real quick. I could agree with that though. Like,
it was on the award shows too.
Was fire. F&F was like that's a
that was like damn near song of the year type shit.
Song of the year type. But like, I can respect that because actually that project was
more. I did this list more to give cred to people who had big years.
I respect.
Even the song was so big. Even Everybody Hates Chris. Everybody Hates Chris had a freestyle to it,
right?
Oh yeah,
that's how big the song was.
He was bodying that beat too, bro.
Yeah, he went in too. Shit,
and then she had a big year. Signed to Yo Gotti, CMG, and Grammy nominated, dropped a debut project. I gave it like 6.8 or 7 around there when we gave it a review. So
we did a review. I don't remember.
So it wasn't that. I liked a couple tracks on there. And then number 5, I gave it a Nas. He's still relevant after being in the game 30 years or so. So I gave him number 5. Honorable mention though, I'm gonna give it to 21 Savage. He did the project with Drake. He did 2 billion Spotify streams before Her Loss because they stopped calculating in October. So he had 2 billion before the Drake project. So I'd say he had a big year as well. And then really, Savage Mode 2 is like his latest project. So I say he had a big year. And then dropped Her Loss, and obviously that did numbers for him as well, even though that was more of a Drake project in my opinion. But I give my honorable mention to 21 Savage.
On the list, my favorite artist of 2022. Of course, I did a little different. That's why I like when we all have ours because everyone's list is.
Yeah, I wanted to do mine different. I didn't want to do my personal fave. I wanted to just give credit to what I think.
But it's good because we showcase. I feel like between all 3 of us, we showcase a lot of different albums, artists, and producers, etc., etc. So, of course, Absol. That's my guy. Everyone knows that's my favorite rapper. Like and I told Darnell, like, I remember towards the end, bro, I was like, this man took over the rest of the year, bro. Like we were talking about this.
I respect. I respect it. I respect what you
like said. December was Absol's month. Like no one else was being talked about except for Absol. You saw interviews, freestyles.
Young Dolph wasn't alive to
shout out Young Dolph though. So
but I know what you're saying. I just I didn't want you to overshadow that he put.
No. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. But of course, it's different though when you're able to market yourself, like being alive. So, and the fact that he hadn't dropped since 2016, it was just a run, and you know how TDE does too. So it's like, it was just a hip hop takeover. Like Jay-Z, everyone was talking about that shit. So
there's a lot of buzz around.
There was a lot of buzz in that towards the end. So
I mean, yeah, he was chilling with Jay-Z, man. Everyone,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
everyone when it comes to Jay-Z, people got to choose between $1 million or dinner with Jay-Z. Absol didn't have to choose.
Yeah, he didn't have to choose, man. So.
He didn't have to play the game. He was chilling with Jay-Z.
Yeah, and when you got like, when you got the top artists, in the game, I mean, especially for hip hop, it's dope to close out the year with an artist like that. You know what I mean? To someone who we know, like, that's hip hop, like from just the lyrical standpoint, like an artist to finish off the year strong, to go in 2022 to close it out. It's like with someone like Absol, I gotta put him number one for me. Number two, I pit. It's not an artist, but I had to pick. I was gonna just pick Benny the Butcher and stuff, but I want to pick BSF. I want to shout out the whole Black Soprano family, his whole group, because
yes, sir.
He put out a lot of. He really, I feel like, as far as like the the head of that label, like, they have a whole freestyle on Sway in the Morning. A lot of the guys have freestyles from El Camino, Rick Hyde. Rick Hyde got a fire album. So does El Camino and a few other guys too. Franco Bass. I'm slipping some names, but all of them had a great year. Dope freestyles, and a lot of them actually got a lot of people know each individual member too, because they dropped Long Live Shay album, which was a dope album because every single artist from that label was on the album and stuff too. So super fire. I want to give just them a whole shout out in general. Number three, Rome Streets. People, a lot of like those mainstream people who like put out their lists and stuff, when you're seeing Rome Streets on there, it's like, that's a big deal, you know what I mean? Like for an artist, who a lot of people don't even know about, and all of a sudden, he's on complex lists and all these different hip hop lists, you know what I mean? So that's definitely a good look and a great year for him in general. So shout out Westside Gun too for putting him out there like that. Number four, I gotta pick Kendrick Lamar. Similar to Absol, because Kendrick Lamar since 2016, and then all of a sudden, as soon as his name, when he did that Family Ties and started, with Baby Keem and stuff, like, you're like, oh shit, Kendrick Lamar about to come in and crazy. And of course had a whole like, dope album. You got something different from Kendrick Lamar, you know what I mean? You don't get the same thing. You're always gonna get something new.
And then I know he went worldwide, right?
Yeah, he had a whole tour, which I think is on like Apple TV or HBO, one of those like things where you can actually, or Amazon Prime or something like that, where you can actually watch the tour. Nice. Or watch one of his concerts. And then the visuals. Kendrick Lamar's visuals, bro, like the music videos he dropped were so good,
fire.
Bro.
Stupid fire.
Like, I feel like, what I mean, to not drop anything, bro, besides the Black Panther soundtrack, but if we just take that out, bro, from not dropping anything from 2016 to being the main guy talked about, it's just kind of crazy,
Woo,
so, yeah,
fire.
And then of course 5, I gotta pick Nas as well. The longevity and the still arguably album of the year, just if we're talking about on average what like the hip hop fans are talking about, a lot of them have been saying, King Disease 3's album of the year and stuff like that. So, and for him to be rapping at this elite level still, after all this time, it's just crazy, bro. And to have a trilogy,
no features.
Yeah, that's on no features too. Yeah, that's the thing. No features. No features, bro.
Stop playing, Will.
Still relevant. Did a track with 21 Savage right after, and that shit was dope too. So
exactly.
Crazy.
So you gotta give credit where credit is due. Like Nas is definitely like he was already a legend, but he's like beyond. Like he's like in that realm of just, I mean, like. You say Nas is hip hop, like that is hip hop. You know what I mean? You think of hip hop, you think of Nas.
Real hip hop, man.
Facts.
Real hip.
And speaking of Nas, that's number one.
Eddie top one, bro. We were just speaking on that. He passed the baton, bro. Stop playing. Woo. Bro, top artist, man. Bro, Nas, man. King Disease 3. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was
fire.
That felt like a book, man. It felt like I was reading a book. Like he was talking about a lot of gems in there. Like, I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like, it was just crazy. The tracks on there, like, he said some line was like, I think it was like that once time between something, and then it was like he was saying like you grow old and then you're like a baby again, like you back in diapers. Like that's crazy. It was like a crazy bar. Like I'm just like, dang, that's really how life is. Like you really was a baby. You're an adult. You get older and you get back on the diapers. Like crazy. Like it's just crazy because that's like real life, bro. That's real life, though.
I mean, it's fact though. I always be saying that, like with
it's boring
when you see a lot of older people too, like even like family. It's like watching a child all over again. You know what I mean? So like sometimes when you take care of someone who's elderly, it's like you're taking care of the child all over again. So it's just a stage of life, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I said
prime years in the middle.
Yeah, I can relate. Like there's family members in you know, my family like that's back on that. Like it's crazy like to see that. You know what I mean? See that firsthand. It's kind of crazy, but I mean, I really don't need to speak on too much. The whole Kings of these three had no skips on it, so that's irrelevant. So we're going to Joey Badass. Joey Badass, man, that man ain't dropped in a long time. He ain't dropped in a long time, but it was well worth the wait. You know what I mean? It was well worth 100%. The wait because last time he dropped was All American.
Yeah,
that was 2017.
He got in his acting bag.
Wow. Ooh, that film. What was that on Netflix? Right?
The one on Netflix that was hella good, bro. Yeah, with the cop.
Got the acting skills, man. He got acting skills, bro.
That shit was really good.
Real fire, man. That was fire.
You put me on that. You put me onto that to watch that too. Yeah, that shit was fire.
Nah, I was like when
he won an Oscar. He won an Oscar for that, right?
Yeah. Big fact. Yeah. He won an Oscar on that joint. So, that joint was fire. Bro, the 2000 was just fire though, but just there was a lot of just great records like Cruise Control, One of Us, Toby, fire. Saba was like that artist, man. A lot of people start saying his name a lot.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, like you gotta think Saba was on Dreamville compilation projects. Like Saba was on a couple of them tracks. Like real quick. Like he was on them joints. I mean, A Few Good Things was, you know, a good one. You know, really what I discovered him in like 2018. That's when he really blew up. Benny the Butcher. Oh yeah. Come on, Benny the Butcher. I mean, pretty much all of Cazelda dropped and they was all fire. They came out with different heat.
And Benny he dropped 2 projects because he had Tana Talk 4 and then Long Live Shay, which was the group project, his label.
Mm-hmm. So. Yes. Oh yeah, and we talked about that one. The
Long Live Shay.
Yeah, the features on Benny the Butcher on that one was pretty fire because that
2 projects and Freddie Gibbs beef, man. He had a busy year.
Yeah, facts. You got the Gibbs beef through. Yeah, that's crazy.
Was that whole thing with the Freddie Gibbs? It was this 2022, right? When they
that was this whole
before his concert.
That was the whole
year. That was a long year,
definitely a long year.
I can't remember if it's 22 or 21. Like,
shout out Freddie Gibbs too, because he dropped a crazy album. Yeah. Everyone dropped albums. That's fine.
Everybody dropped some. Crazy
That's why it was so hard this year, bro. Everyone.
It was hard. No, it was. If you think about it, really, like just after the whole COVID, after everybody was locked in, you could feel the music sounded way better. Like they was in the lab, like really cooking. Like,
they were back in the booth.
Like, they was really in the booth by themselves, really just cooking. And like, like that Long Live DJ Slay. I'll go back on Benny real quick. Basically, Shade Face was good. That was a lot of good records on there. That was a good one. The last joint was JID.
Fire.
Woo. JID, come on, man. You gotta have on your list. Gotta have on the list, bro. One of the best projects. 2022. The Forever Story. Forever Story.
That was a great project, bro. One of the best of the year, in my opinion.
From like front to bottom, you know, front to back, it's really like just top to bottom is just crazy, bro. It's just there's too many. It was so versatile that it was just ridiculous. I think he was just really in his bag at that point.
100%. It's my favorite album by him too, in my opinion.
Oh, I can say that. I can agree. I can agree.
All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, so next got, I believe, 2 more. So the next one will be top 5 songs. Here you go, Kev.
Why does my picture look more better than yours? So yeah, number 1. I went off my personal favorite artist, and went with Ruby's Rose with Twista and Jeremiah.
Fire song.
I thought it was a dope song. Twista did his thing. It's like I didn't even expect Twista to be on his album when he released the track. Listen, like Twista, okay. And then to go from the beat switch into more of like a Jeremiah vibe, I thought that was a dope beat change, and then still have Twista's Twista's like have his verse that fit like the instrumental fit more Twista, and then transition to like a Jeremiah type vibe. So I thought that was a dope transition. And then the game did his thing on that. Number 2, I went with Blast. Sometimes I thought that was a dope track. Zachary, is it go by Zachary? Is that how you say his name, or is it Zachary?
I don't know if it's Zachary.
Zachary. Yeah, I don't even say it right because sometimes I'm like, I don't even know how to pronounce it. I see the name, I'm like, okay, I say it in my head, but I don't know if it's correct. He did his thing on that. I'm not really big on white musicians, but he, when it comes to hip hop, but he did his thing on that.
He's always fired, to be honest. On a lot of features, he's always fired
on that. So that was a dope track. Number 3, I had Westside Gun and DJ Drama, Fly God Jr. featuring Doughboy. That was the second track on the project, right? So man, it started off with some had a dope track with Doughboy. Shout out Doughboy.
Oh boy, hey,
track number 4. What were you gonna say?
Is that your favorite artist? I just real quick. Is that your favorite artist?
Doughboy's not my favorite artist. No.
Like,
no.
But I
have him on there number 5, but no,
he just had a good year for Kev.
No, like I feel like Kev always be posting Doughboy. Like I feel like that's
I don't post Doughboy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't post nothing.
Listen,
my bad. I might be tripping. My bad.
You might be tripping.
You are tripping.
Track number 4. He wasn't. I didn't say he had a top year, but
no. I'm just asking the question. No. I was just thinking in my head. Like, nah.
You showing support.
He a Cleveland artist, so man, he cool. I fuck with a lot of artists.
I respect, bro. I respect.
Lucky Day, number 4, feels like he's more R&B. He's Grammy nominated, so I know
that's who he be.
I know Mc.K was giving shit for his cover art. I can't remember what it was brought up.
What I said. This man got that Chris Bosh looking at.
Where he got syrup all over him, bro. Like,
this man got a whole bunch of fucking fucking.
Hey man, I don't give a fuck about the cover art. It was a dope project.
I mean, bro,
Grammy nominated.
What are you looking like a caramel apple? Really look like a caramel apple drizzled up in caramel. If you don't get your ass out of here,
oh shit! Hey, I don't give a fuck about the cover art.
That's like a caramel apple, bro. That's fucking hilarious.
Feels like a dope track. You just vibing.
Bro.
Need something to vibe to. You throw on that Lucky Day. I know your girl Darnell will enjoy listening it with you.
I respect your list, bro. They all fire.
And then track number 5 is
it's just the cover. It's funny.
Right. Cry for Me featuring Ty Dolla $ign. Whenever you get Ty Dolla $ign on the fucking feature, you gonna do his thing.
Oh yeah,
that's a fact.
Dolla $ign on the feature.
That dropped in January last year, so I totally forgot about it. To be honest, I was going through my music. I was like, I'll show that some love.
Stupid fire.
Yeah, dope track. Yeah, that's my top 5. Again, that can switch tomorrow, man. This is what I was feeling when I was looking through my music.
Bro, I'm telling you, my top 5 could rotate. I could go through so many top 5s.
I respect all them joints.
Because this is not even like my most accurate top 5, but so yeah, 5. I gotta pick Duhan the way it is, and it was actually on my top 5 on Apple Music. So this is not like it really. So it's in my top. It was my 5th spot, so I put him in my 5th spot. So shout out Duhan the way it is. I even said it on that podcast when we had him on. That shit was gonna be my top song. I already knew because I was playing that shit over and over again. I was showing people the song too. I was showing a lot of different people sharing it and stuff too.
Yeah, shout out Duhan, man.
Yeah, super dope song too. Like I legit like that's really was one of my favorite songs of the year. Not just because he's on. So, and I got the receipt. I got the receipt. It's really on my top.
I got the receipt.
Yeah, I really got the receipts. Like that shit was top 5 of my Apple. So Mans was really playing the song. And the whole EP. Number 4, Beat Out the God. Grand Falling. Most people will know B Dot from battle rap. He's not really in like the battle rap world right now, but he's actually like one of the best like rappers in general, in my opinion, as far as his lyricism go and his flow and everything. But this song, for a lot of people who don't know, the song just hit me in a different way too, because a lot of it he's talking about like his past as far as like, you know, when it comes to like religion and stuff like that too. So you know, kind of finding yourself and things like that. Really dope song. And number 3, Pusha T, Let the Smoker Shine the Coupe. That was definitely the songs, because as soon as I was playing the album, bro, when that shit came on, the whole beat and everything, that shit was slapping in the headphones, bro. And I was like, God damn, I probably had it on repeat like 5 times before I let the rest of the album go on. So I had to throw that, show Pusha T some love, and put him on here. Number 2, Absol Do Better. I was gonna pick Gotta Rap, which was the outro track, but I feel like I picked.
It's hard. It's actually hard.
Yeah, I picked Do Better though, just because that's one of those songs where it just like that shit hits. Like it's a real like, you know, I feel like like no matter, I don't care who you are, if you don't like hip hop or whatever, you listen to this song and you're gonna feel something.
You're gonna feel something. You know I mean? You don't feel nothing wrong with you.
Yeah, something's 100% wrong with you. So like,
Dead
it's just a good song, you know what I mean? It you know, it motivates you to, like, you know what I mean, just to be a better person and do better. You know, like
the visuals are crazy. The
visuals are really great, especially for a lot of us, you know, who've been through a lot of things in our life and stuff too. It's like, you know what I mean, it's like keep pushing on, you know what I mean? You got to do better. Like just keep moving and keep doing your thing. So sometimes I'll listen to this song in the morning before I head to work, you know what I mean? Feel good. I'm like, I put the song in the headphones, I feel better. I'm like, all right, like I could go on with my day, you know what I mean? So it's
bro,
one of those songs.
I literally had this shit on repeat for like a fucking minute when it dropped.
Bro, facts. It's just a good song.
I went all day and played it for like one whole day straight. I think that
I probably did too. Like, yeah, nah, bro. It's a really good song, bro. Like, it's legit a good song.
Because I haven't heard him for so long. I haven't heard him.
Yeah,
and the fact that he finally came out with something fire like that.
That was one of the singles too before the project.
Exactly. It was one of the singles.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Right when you heard that single, you knew the album was already like, okay, I'm ready for the album.
Was that the second single? Because I know he dropped Hollandaise like back in like
that was the third single, because the second was Moon Shooter.
Hollandaise. That's the first one.
And the dope thing about those 2 singles, Hollandaise and Moon Shooter, is the album version is different.
Yeah.
Like he got a whole like he added a whole extra verse for Hollandaise, and then Joey Badass is on the album and Joey Badass is on Moon Shooter, but the single doesn't have Joey Badass on it.
Yes, that is true. No, that was a good point. Yes.
Yeah. So it's actually dope. It's dope that he did that. Like I don't think I've really seen an artist do something like that too. So drop a single and then it's a whole nother thing on the album.
Very rare.
And then number 1, you know, I'm showing a lot of love to Black Soprano Family. This was actually my number 1 on Spotify. 297 Parkside, El Camino, Rick Hyde, and Stove God Cooks. But I played this song like I still play it, bro. Like it's this song, man. Like, bro, like as soon as I heard it, I was like, yo, like I was playing this song over and over and over and over and over again. Like, so I still, like I said, I still play that shit now. So yeah, shout out to BSF. Shout out Rick Hyde too, because I didn't put him in my like top artist, but like he's definitely like super underrated, and probably same thing, like him and Rome Streets were like neck and neck of who I want to pit up. So I was like, I want to give Rick Hyde as an honorable mention for that too. But here's Darneezy's.
Yes sir. Where we at with it? Oh man. Let me just go by saying 2022 had so many good records, man. This wasn't an easy list for me.
First one though.
It wasn't. But that first one, come on now.
Yeah, that's a
Cold World, J. Cole, Jermaine Cole, Benny the Butcher,
Jermaine Cole,
Johnny P. Caddy, Stupid, Individuals,
Bro, that's like a song. That's like a song of the year type track too.
It's
like,
Grammy nominated, yeah.
Yeah, that should win. That shit better win. It obviously won't, but
it obviously
it's gonna be Glorilla's. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't remember if it's her song on there, but I know she Grammy nominated. I don't remember what category.
Yeah, but it sucks because like, bro, Benny Butcher and J. Cole, both their verses. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was it was just it was like I like the flows on it, like back to back, bar for bar, pass the baton. Like it was going crazy on it. You know, it had good chemistry on that track. It's crazy.
Yeah, we need another one.
I don't know. A lot of people may not know this track. It was earlier in the year. Big Crit, one of my favorite artists. So cool. It was like one of them tracks that was just like you feel good playing it. You know, I'm so cool. Like it had that old funk sound. Like that's what it was looking for me. Number 3, Absol Do Better. As you can see, me and Mc.K, we got like a little similar taste sometimes. It's like, look, do better. I told you it was on repeat. It was on repeat when it dropped. I'm gonna just let you know for real.
I'm really happy you picked this 4th one.
Yeah,
I was playing that shit. I was playing that shit a lot, bro. And that shit a lot too.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He had to
mad hard.
Bounce back from that flop disc.
Facts.
This list was mad hard, and like, look, I switched it up. Look, number 4, Chance the Rapper, the highs and the lows, Joey Badass. Chance the Rapper had that Big Dick project, and everybody looked away.
Facts.
Everybody looked away, but 2022, he came back, dropped visuals, had Joey Badass on the record, and this was probably one of the best records, and he performed it on TV. I mean, it was crazy. Even my big sister was playing this joint. Like a lot of people was playing this joint. It's just
super
real
dope track,
deep.
bro.
It's real deep. This is like the Chance the Rapper that we kind of need moving forward. Like with a project, we need something like this. If you're a Chance the Rapper fan, like Acid Rap gonna be my best for me. But that track is crazy. And then number 5, I had to put Paper Route Empire. I had to respect, rest in peace to Young Dolph. I mean, terrible situation. Young Dolph was one of my favorite artists from Memphis and all that. And Key Glock is probably one of my favorites. And the fact that that had to happen to him, because I mean, Key Glock, he was born in 97. And dude's kind of like my age, it's kind of like pretty much our age. And he should be about like 25, 26. So that Proud record was kind of deep because like, you losing somebody that's a role model to you over a terrible situation is pretty deep. And he had to make a record about it, and it was good. I know that was probably hard when he did that, and the visuals was really dope. I mean, you can see the mural in the video. You could just see the pain Key Glock had to say. And it's just kind of sad, the way that situation had to happen. But like I said, rest in peace to Young Dolph. And also, side note, that project that dropped in 2022, that post-model album with Young Dolph, was fire. Whoever put that together was fire. Fire.
All right, and we'll just let you start off and finish up with your top 5 projects, top 5 albums of the year.
Yeah, last category.
Yep.
Okay. Last category. Okay, we doing albums 2022. Real quick, man, it's hard. 2022 was a lot of good music. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was a lot of good music. And Saba, for me, if you don't really know hip hop, Saba is very underrated, to where Few Good Things was probably one of the best projects of 2022. Like front to back. I mean, the storytelling, the flows, the production. Saba also, he does his lyrics, he does his production. He damn near could do his whole project, pretty much. He's a good artist. Check him out if you don't know him. Number 2, Denzel Curry. Denzel Curry. You know, melt my eyes, see your future. I mean, it was really no skips. There was no skips. I mean, Denzel he was really one of the best at that time when what was that, 2016 XXL freshman, where it was what, Davies, G Herbo, Kodak, Lil Uzi, like he was around that time, right?
2016.
Yeah, about 2016. So he was one of them underrated artists that people didn't talk about. And as you can see, if you look at that project, listen to it, you can feel the buzz, you can hear it. It was fire. Number 3, Kendrick Lamar. You just had to put that Mr. Morale in the Big Stepper. It was a good project, but you know, it's not gonna be my favorite from Kendrick, but it's still a good project. Like, Kendrick will still have a good project. It won't be bad, and it won't be as good as you think. But it met me in the middle, and it was actually a good project. There was a lot of records on there, like Silent Hill, N95, Father Time. There's a lot of records. Number 4, West Side Boogie. More Black Superheroes. Underrated project. I actually had to go back. Somebody told me to go back, and I was like, I went back to it, played it, and I was like, it's fire. I mean, it was just, I always liked West Side Boogie when he first dropped, and he's definitely a good LA artist for sure. Number 5, Joey Badass 2000. Man, Joey Badass, man, one of my favorite East Coast rappers. I mean, front to back, it was really good. I mean, I had so many great records on there. I mean, I think the favorite one was Written in the Stars. That was really deep. Show Me, Cruise Control, the one with Larry June, One of Us. The intro. Yeah, he had P. Diddy on it. And it's just fire, man. As a Joey Badass fan and artist, I mean, like, that's just that goes back from the mixtapes. Like, you could tell he put his heart and soul into that project, and it was fire. One more side note, and I forgot to put this down. It was so hard. Smino had one of the best ones. I totally forgot about that one. Love for Rent was probably one of the best projects. I totally forgot. That was one of the best ones. But yeah.
Shout out Smino. I'll go. I guess I'll finish mine. I put the wrong one up. Right. So, my favorite albums of 2022, of course, number 1, Absol Herbert, to end the year strong. You know, I mean, that speaks for itself. Everyone that listened to the album, nobody said nothing bad about it. A lot of people saying it's his best album since Control System, which most people pit as Absol's number 1. So to hear that after all this time, like, you know, I mean, to get those type of reviews when people are saying, like, you know, this is their favorite album by Absol, or, you know, this is right up there with, you know, his best album and this and that. So it's like he never missed a step at all, and it's just picking back up where he left off. The whole album, like, I'm still listening to it now. I'm gonna be listening to you know, it just dropped for it's still new. You know, that's one of the, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So definitely recent album that if you haven't listened to it yet, go check that out. Super fire album. Number 2, Elzai and Georgia and Muldrow, Zeitgeist. That dropped early in the year in 2023. I mean 22. And Elzai's my guy. He's also one of my top 5 favorite rappers as well. Just lyrical, the flow. He's in Slum Village, so a lot of people would know him from that. They don't know him as a solo artist. But this album is just super real, just very well done from the production to every song. Number 3, Rome Streets, Kiss the Ring, fire album. just straight hip hop, man. Like it's just that shit, just gritty, just fire. Everything about that album is dope. No skips at all. Definitely one of my favorites. Like I said, I'll still be listening to that throughout this year. Number 4, 4 and 5 was definitely really tough because there's so many people. I didn't want to leave out anybody, but I really enjoyed Black Thought and Danger Mouse's album, Cheat Codes.
I forgot to put that. That was fire.
Even when I first was listening to it, I even posted on my story where I was like, "Damn, this Black Thought." At that time, I was like, before all the rest of the albums came out, I was like, "Damn, does Black Thought have the album of the year?" Like in my opinion, I was like, "Shit!" Like after I listened to it, I was like, "Damn, he might have." At that moment when he dropped it, I felt like Black Thought was like that. Was he had it at so he's definitely in my top 5. So, super dope album. Same thing, it's just super lyrical. If you you gotta know who Black Thought is. And number 5, this was tough because I was going through JID, Benny the Butcher, not Currency, my fault, Conway, Pusha T, Freddie Gibbs. Like there was so many people. I was like, who do I choose for this 5th spot? But I had to Willie the Kid too. Shout out Willie the Kid. But I had to pick Ransom. No Rest for the Wicked, also a project he dropped earlier in the year.
Hey, I don't remember that one. Wow, I don't remember.
Yeah, so that's what these videos are for. You know what I mean? People were like, probably gonna see all of our lists and be like, oh, let me go listen to that.
Dropped in April, man. It dropped in my birthday month, man. I missed that joint.
This man celebrating his birthday.
Another thing, man, all these albums just straight lyrical, real hip hop.
Straight lyrical, man. Real rap.
Yeah, that's how my list's always gonna be.
Real rap. You know what I mean?
Ransom. I've been speaking about Ransom. I've been saying his name for a few years now, so it's like people got to get on that.
They sleep.
Yeah. So, and finish it up.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Keb.
Yeah, the Amnesia track on the Elzite project was dope. I think that was the 2nd track on the project.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fuck with that one. The beat on that is smooth. So yeah, my favorite projects. Of course, I'm gonna go. Mc.K did his favorite. Is number 1, so I'm gonna do my favorite number 1, which was the game's Dramatic Heart versus Mine. Mixed reviews. Of course, people are gonna judge it off the Eminem track,
which is ridiculous.
Like it received a lot of hate, but to be honest, you actually listen to the track. Like it's a dope track. I don't care if you think he's just trying to get attention or what. I don't give a fuck. Music wise, me speaking on music, is a dope track. He dropped Easy with Kanye back in January. He also had another Kanye feature on there before Kanye was going as bad as he recently with his recent antics. That was before all the comments and stuff. But Easy was a dope track. We mentioned his freestyle on LA Leakers. He had the Drink Champs interview that was like 3 hours long. And that was I don't give. Again, this is my personal. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. 30 tracks. Majority of them were dope, in my opinion. So
I only had one skip the entire album. That's hard. Yeah. I mean, for what? That Tory Lanez French Montana bullshit, bro.
I know you weren't gonna like that, but that should have been on DJ Khaled's album, in my opinion.
Yeah, it just didn't sound like it. Just didn't sound like it.
I like the track, but I think it should have went on DJ Khaled's album.
Yeah.
What?
That me personally, I agree.
Stop playing with him.
But I like the track. It's not me discrediting him. Maybe Brian don't like the track. I like the track. I get what Brian's saying. I don't feel like that should have been the type of track that
it's not a bad track, but it just didn't fit. It didn't fit.
I think that should have been a single. He should have put Violence, the track Violence on his project instead.
Violence joint. The Violence joint. Yup.
But number 2, we're just talking about it. Young Dolph's Paper Route Frank. Came out last month. Came out when Absolute dropped. He had good singles leading into it with Hall of Fame and Get Away.
Hall of Fame.
Also dropped visualizers on YouTube for some of his tracks. So, shout out to his people over there.
Hey, the team went stupid on that joint, man. It was fire, man.
Yeah, this is.
It felt like bro was still here with us, man.
His first posthumous album, his team did their thing, putting out a good quality project.
Man, I felt like he was still here with us, man.
Yeah, man. So, I had that number 2. Number 3, I put, I mentioned Blast a couple of times already. I put Before You Go. He had a Rick Ross feature on there. He had Aaron Ray,
sleep on it.
Zakari.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he had some smooth tracks on there, About You and Fake Love in LA, and
a
couple other tracks on there that were dope.
Yeah.
Number 4. Before I put Jeezy, Snowfall with DJ Drama, like you said, DJ Drama. I mean,
bro,
that intro track was hard as hell.
Bro,
you run it back
bro,
and then the
stop.
drop, like,
bro, stop.
Jeezy doing his thing, man.
They need to stop.
Drama, man.
They can stop, bro. Jeezy went crazy, bro.
Linked up with Drama again, and fucking. Yeah, I'm gonna give Jeezy these flowers because I feel like Jeezy don't get enough credit for
you don't get no credit, man.
Bro,
his first albums were hard.
We're gonna give Jeezy a couple of
right.
Give him the stamp of approval.
He's been in the game just as long as the game, and I still feel like both of them are still putting out good quality of work. They don't get the credit they deserve. That's my opinion, because that's just how mainstream media is. They just fucking ride whatever's hype, and if someone says it, someone else will hyping up. Yeah, I think Snowfall was a dope project. And then I put Lucky Day again. I thought Candy Drip was a smooth R&B joint. Again, that's why it's Grammy nominated. Fuck the Grammys though, but in my opinion, at least they're doing something right. At least with the R&B category. But yeah, I thought that was a dope project. Honorable there's a lot of honorable mentions you could have put in there. I know mentioned 5's It's Almost Dry was dope. Also meant to put that as my single with the track he had with Labyrinth and Malice, I Pray For You. That must be an honorable mention for me. But yeah, a lot of people dropped last year from Chris Brown and Lloyd Banks and a bunch of different artists like that.
So much, man. So much.
A lot of people from like Lloyd Banks to I Swear Vezo to again like the Babyface Ray to Jay Worthy dropped a couple tracks.
Hold up. Whoa, did you say Sue Surf?
Yeah, he dropped.
Oh, I don't think a lot of people don't know about that, though.
Yeah, a lot of people dropped the project. Joe
Moses. Shout out Dime a Dozen too, man. That's my guy.
Joe Moses dropped the project. Kalen too, for real. There's a lot of projects that dropped last year.
We could go on for
Young Nudie. I didn't even mention Young Nudie's project.
Marciano, man.
Hold on. You said Kalen for real. Come on, man.
Yeah, and then EA Monster by Young Nudie. That was also on.
38 Special.
Young Nudie still. Whoa.
Freddie Gibbs
was still fire, bro.
Yeah, man. So that's a
lot of artists.
Some artists that mentions. Go check those out if you haven't.
Boldy James too, man.
Yeah, Boldy James.
James was in his bed, boy.
Yeah, I was at the Charger game a couple weeks ago. I saw Joe Moses. So.
Shout out, bro, too, man.
Hold up, Vince Staples, dog. Vince Staples is in his bag, bro.
Matt Comey. Yeah, man. We could go on for days. So many people dropped this year, man. Simba had a fire album too, man. So
Freddie Gibbs.
A lot of dope.
Dropped some projects. K Camp, like
one thing I want to say too. Is rest in peace, to all the artists that we lost in 2022 as well.
Yeah, we haven't put an episode since Who's Nico interview, so we didn't even.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I did want to say that too. Just quick, rest in peace to all the artists we lost. So hopefully, we see things change a little bit. Going into 2023. So
rest in peace to Takeoff, man.
Gangsta. We started off the year with Gangsta Boo. So.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Gangsta Boo, man. I was watching her Drink Champs. She just had a Drink Champs episode that dropped too, like not that long ago. So it's like, damn, bro, like that's. I was
at the Charger game in the half. I was like, shit, man, I'm here watching the fucking Charger game. And
that's crazy to start the year, man. Rest in peace to PNB Rock, man. Rest in peace to Lil Key, Trouble, man. DJ K-Slay, man.
K-Slay, man, for real.
K-Slay, man.
There's so much. It's like sad that there's so much to like name. It's just like
too many, man. Too many. Lost a lot.
But yeah, man. Let's hope going into 2023. We already in here going strong, and I guess before we hop off of this too, like what artists. I guess if you want to name off like at least like 3 artists that you hope to see, that you want to see drop, this year, or who album you're anticipating the most. For me, I could say Schoolboy Q. He's next up in line. He's next in line for TD. He said his album's done too. He wanted to drop last year.
He did. He did say it was done. He did say he was done. It's ready.
Schoolboy Q. I want to see a ASAP Rocky drop a project.
Yeah, man.
He has a new project, a track coming out this week. I saw.
He said he got a project in the works too.
Hey, man, ASAP been in the cut too long, man. I know you got that
I'm
kid,
curious
man.
about
I know
him,
you had the baby and all that, man. But you need to drop some music, dog.
And then shit after that, everyone else that we named, you know what I mean?
J-Rock, man. Maybe J-Rock.
J-Rock too could drop
another
too.
J-Rock product. Let me get another Isaiah Rashad joint.
Yeah, like I can.
Reason's finna drop. I think.
Oh yeah, Reason too.
Reason's finna drop, and I think Kaz is finna drop too.
I sent it to the Instagram DM. Don't sleep on Big X the plug.
Shout out Jay Stone too.
What? Jay Stone? Ooh, Jay. Oh,
he dropped. He dropped.
I need to play that. Yeah, man. He has a fire, man.
Don't sleep on Big X the plug. I'm saying one more time.
Big X the plug. Nah, man. We ain't messing with. No.
Yeah, no. Don't sleep on Big X the plug. Don't sleep on whoever we bring on. Don't sleep on anybody that we had on as an interview and gonna have on as an interview this coming year as well, man. We're gonna be doing more, bringing more talent in as well. So don't sleep on them as well.
Yeah, no, I'm straight.
No, that's a fact. So, but yeah, man. We'll actually be back. What?
Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday, January 12th.
Yeah, we got it scheduled. We got some. We got what? What we got? We can't say too.
Oh wait, we're already doing. Oh shit, it's already booked for this Thursday. Like a couple days. God damn, we gotta set up the episode. Shit.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Hey,
right now, no,
we working hard, man. It's gonna be a crazy year. We can't say nothing.
Y'all are lucky I'm off tomorrow. Shit, so I could set that shit up.
Hey, we gonna be working. We're gonna be working crazy this year.
All right. But yeah. So shit. It looks like we got an interview in 2 days. And then I would say let's leave the week after that clear so we could leave the week of that 26th because we gotta go. That's our anniversary. So let's leave that clear for an episode. So for our anniversary day episode. So
yes, sir.
We got our 2-year anniversary coming up. So
2 years, man. So, we're not even done yet. We're barely cooking up. Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. So we got a lot. You know, we're about to be on our guest bag this year too. So
it's going to go crazy with the guest bag.
Yeah. Plan on bringing in a lot of underground talent. If we can get in bigger artists too, you know, that's what we.
A lot of Dago rappers. We're gonna bring the Dago rappers in. We're gonna
bring in a lot of people in, man.
All over the place. So
all us recommendations. Hit us up if you want to come on too. So
yeah. For sure. It ain't gotta be rappers. We talking about athletes. We talking about
entertainment,
anything, any talent out there, man. You trying to show out, trying to get your career out. You trying to plug yourself, Hey, give it to us. Show us what you working with, man. We'll put it up here. Let's do it.
And yeah, so and to end that off too, obviously we're not live, so leave your comments, leave some comments, you know what I mean? Let us know your top 5s of 2022. You can follow the categories that we talked about and let us know your top 5s. Or if you want to just talk about top 5 artists, whoever it is, let us know who you want to hear in 2023, all that good stuff. And
yes, sir.
Don't forget to share, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow us on all platforms, you know, Instagram, Twitter, of course, those are like the main ones. TikTok, you know, I mean, we'll be dropping more snippets and stuff like that too. So
we'll get back on it. I know we were sleeping a little bit, but we're gonna get back on it.
Yeah, so just make sure to follow us all across the board, and also you could follow us all individually too if you want to get to know us a little bit more. So yeah, and that's it. That's it. You guys got anything else to add?
You can support us by clicking on our link tree in our social media bios. There's a support tab there too, so you can support as low as 99 cents a month. So we appreciate any donation if you want to support the podcast. I want to get a Patreon set up soon. That's another way to support. So we'll look into that. You can expect that this year. We appreciate all the support again. Looking to bring in a lot of talent, you know.
Yes,
a lot of talent, music, entertainment, athlete, wherever you are, man. Just hit us up and looking forward to chopping it up.
For real, that's what Kev talking about. We all discussed this together. Like, we're coming bigger with the guests. We're trying to bring more of the San Diego artists, any talent out here in San Diego and outside of San Diego, states, cities, and different towns. And just know 2023, we definitely hungry this year. It's gonna be a crazy year. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, sir. Look
forward to it.
All right. Shout out everyone. And that's a wrap.